Hi everybody, it's Doug Mystic Eye on Board Game Geek, doing our playthrough of Robinson Crusoe, The Adventures on Cursed Island. We're about to hit turn 6 of our playthrough, where we have finally rescued Ginny. Forrest was getting really pissed off at us. We wanted to get Ginny off the island. And we got her back after a time warp mishap. Not really a mishap, rules clarification that I went back and changed. But we do have her now, and she's safe, and we got tons of determination tokens to do things with as far as exploration is concerned. We just haven't needed them. I can get a big bump in morale. I can spend 3, and I'm probably going to do that this turn just for the heck of it. But now we got to look to building the lifeboat, which is actually going to be more challenging. We need a lot of resources. And our palisades got broken down by a wild beast at night from our camp. And we had a landslide and had to move the camp back. It's just a mess. Anyway, here we go. Let's get on with our turn 6. Okay, guys, as you know, every turn starts with the event phase. So we're going to this one here. We did not complete, which is okay. I mean, we'd had to spend our pistol or something to fight a beast. We didn't do that, but that means we're going to have to put that marker back on the beast that remains in the deck, or back on up there. So the next beast we fight is going to get a bonus, and then this falls off. So that's the only detrimental effect, is that we have we have to put that token right there for when we fight the beast. This one is going to slide down. Now this one has a much more detrimental effect, where we won't have a production phase in the next round, which would be turn 7. By the way, I need to increase there. I want to make sure the turn marker was on turn 6. We'll have a decrease. We'll have no production round if we don't make sure we take that. So we only have to send one person, and they need the shovel. Good Lord, this game is so tense sometimes. So we didn't build a shovel because it was earlier in the game. It was absolutely useless to us. So I guess this turn we'll be building a shovel. Anyway, let's go back to this. So let's draw our next. Of course, all things might change right now as we draw our next card. Okay, our next event card is as follows. Let's back this up so there it's clear. Okay, we're going to put a token on the exploration deck. It says, "They found your camp. Nights will be hard since weirdly worded. Nights will be hard since now on." I'm not sure how that phrase works, but anyway, we're going to put the beast die in the weather space this round during your weather phase. Roll it. Well, we do that anyway because of the scenario. I don't believe that means we roll it twice, but I'll check. Anyway, it's only for one round. But then the next thing is we have to chase out predators. If we do it, we can discard this card with a 2 combat, and we have to have 2 weapons, and commit a person to it and get a determination token. But that's not going to happen this turn. This turn, what does happen is we take this this marker here, we put it on this deck here. That's our exploration deck, which I was actually thinking we might do a little exploring this turn with Friday. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to have to build some stuff too, and I got to get this landslide action taken care of, which means I can't because we didn't build the shovel. Wow. Okay. So I think we're going to suffer the ill effects from that and won't have a production round next round. So if I have enough food, it won't matter, and I do. I have 2 food in reserve, but we're going to have to hunt or something this round to sort of satisfy the food concerns. Anyway, that's going to be our event phase, so let's just continue on. Now we are going to have a stroke of luck because that dead beast that we killed is going to pop up next turn. We can smell its carcass out there somewhere. We're going to go find it and have some food from that too. Anyway, we're going to go into the morale phase. It is going to go up 1, which is going to give me 1 more determination token. Remember, and this only happens this way in a single player game. I want to keep illustrating that, so if you're playing, you don't do that in a multiplayer game. It's one of the benefits, because the single player game is actually very challenging. You get that benefit. You have less actions you can take. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do our production. It's going to put another food and another wood into our camp there. Pow. So we got 3 wood in there right now. That's not too bad. I mean, we're building up a stockpile. Though if we build some things that are useful, we might be using some of that wood. Like even the sling, which would give us +2 more weapons. Actually, we need furs for that. So we're going to have to fight something. All right. Let's continue on now. After that, we did our production. Now we're going to do our actions. This is getting a little challenging. I'm a little worried about Jenny, but not that worried. If she does something safe, well, there's nothing safe to do unless she does it with somebody else. Well, you know what she can do. Well, we're going to draw a card on the exploration no matter what. The only thing we can do with any actual safety is build. But that, I would rather take the chance with me than Jenny, so I'm going to do that. I think we're going to, you know, that we can't stop that card from falling off with the shovel, so I'm not going to bother. I think what I am going to do, though, is try and get this stupid map built so I can get our shortcut done, and then, anyway, yeah, do that. Then the next thing is, we also need, our palisades are at 0. I have bricks. I could build a wall, which would give us 2 palisades, and all I need to do is have bricks. I could do that, or I could build a sling and get up our weapons up to 3. That would be pretty nice. But I need furs for that, so I can't do that. I think the best thing to do, I could also build the cure, which might help us in other ways, or a pot. If I built the pot, I can translate food into health as well, and I got some other stuff there. If I build a pot, I can automatically build a cure. So, you know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to build a pot this turn, and then, while this isn't helping us all that much, I'm going to have Friday and the dog go back out hunting again. Now this turn I cannot have Friday take damage, but that's okay because we still have our shot and our pistol left, and in our reserve I still have a special token that has another pistol, so he can go dual pistol wielding for +6 in his combat action, and we'll consume that other pistol. So, okay, that is our action plan for turn 6. Let's see how all this plays out. Now, you know, I will, whatever this beast is, it is going to be +1. So I'm not sure what I'm going to have to do to defeat it, but we'll see how that goes. The one thing I missed doing this turn is an explorer action, but it is what it is. Well, what we could do is, it's risky. You know what? If we're going to win, we're going to take some risks. So, here's what I'm going to do. It doesn't matter. We're going to have to roll. We're going to have to draw a mystery card regardless, but at least we won't have to roll dice. So I'm going to go explore there with me. I'm going to leave Jenny there. She's going to work on building, drawing our map out. She's had a lot of time to contemplate on the rock she was on, and got a good vision of the island because the rock was up higher and she could look down on it, I guess. Anyway, she's going to draw our map. Hopefully, we'll see. Yeah, and there's no autumn. She's going to have to roll, but she may be okay there. Hopefully, she doesn't take. If she takes 1 more point of damage, she'll be all right. All right, we're set. So now we're going to go take our actions. Okay, starting with the explorer action, we're not going to have to roll dice because I got 2 guys there, but because of this token, I am going to have to draw a card. So let's get our tile out, see what we're going to get there. We won't fail, so we're going to do it. So here's the tile. Well, that's kind of neat. It's got food and wood. It's grassland, which doesn't help us any further, but we also get another exploration token and another totem. The totem would have given us the rope, but c'est la vie is what it is. And that's going to go there. We'll put that 3 on there to represent for that token right there, if that makes sense, because they're numbered on the scenario. And then we're going to get to draw another one of these tokens. 2 more food. Can't go. We're food laden, so maybe the production phase not happening next turn won't be so bad for us because it's guaranteed not to happen now. But on to drawing our card. We do have to draw this card. Let's see what it says for us. Lost in the thicket. You don't come back to camp for the night. At the beginning of the next day, you return with something useful. Execute the night phase outside of camp. At the beginning of the next round, before the event phase, draw a exploration token. Okay, that's fair enough, I guess. I'll just leave that with my guy for right now so I remember it. That's not the worst thing that could happen. Okay, not the worst thing that could happen. Anyway, let's go on to our building now. Jenny does have to roll dice. She is going to attempt to build our map. Let's see how badly this goes for her. Okay, let's roll some dice for Jenny. Oh, well, we don't know how bad this is going to turn out, but she did not get hurt, and she did succeed in building the map. So she's going to come back to camp. Here we go. Let's go back over here. We're going to flip the map card over. We have successfully built it. Okay, and what that does is give us an extra exploration. But more importantly, it's going to allow my explorer to, which I'll just do now because we can do it anytime. Here you go. To do this shortcut, I have to spend 2 determination tokens. It says right on the card there. So it cost me 2 determination, which I will use to flip this over. Now, what this does, what the shortcut does, is it allows me to take this token. I showed you I was planning this earlier, but it allows me to take this token and put it on a space. It doesn't really matter what space it is. I'll just put it on that one there, up here. And now I get to draw, during the production phase, I get to draw an extra resource from there, except for this turn, because I think next event we're not going to have, when that falls off next round. Yeah, and it will be next round. That's going to hurt us. Hold on. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. Okay, we're cool. Yeah, so that's going to be next round. So this round we are going to produce using that as well. Anyway, okay, so before we move on from to building our pot, I got to do this. Okay, this was a building for Jenny with the map. She actually had to draw a card. Anyway, it says savings. You have found some weak branches you think about saving them for the future. Decide to discard this card or get 2 wood and shuffle into the event deck. Unsteady construction. You don't feel safe. So I think we're just going to forgo this. We have 3 wood, and we do need more wood. But you know what? This just says you don't feel safe. Suffer morale and draw another card. That could be devastating. And if we leave things alone, the next thing we're going to get is some food on a turn we don't have production. That's important because, yeah, we're going to leave this alone. We're not going to do it. We're actually going to take the other route and leave those shoddy branches to themselves. So let's move on. Now, the last thing we have to do, and we're going to have to roll again, is we're building the pot. So there's my guy building the pot over there. We also built our shortcut, so pretty productive turn. It'll give us extra resources, and then we still have the combat to go. So let's move over here and roll our dice. I cannot build things. Very clear that my character is not meant to build things. Nothing bad happened, but nothing good happened. So that's the end of that. Next thing we have to do is go here for this action. So my pawn, we're going to come back, even though we're going to have to execute the night phase without me, which means I'm going to take some damage. That's not necessarily good because we're lost in the thicket. So anyway, let us, I guess I wonder if that means I can't eat either. I'll have to check that. Okay, anyway, let's get on with this. Let's flip this over. Okay, we got a puma. What does the puma do? Well, let's put my hand behind that, make it better to see. He's got a strength of 5. That's pretty tough. Gosh, our pistol alone won't do it. We're going to have to use the pistol and the pistol we have in the reserve, in the items. He's going to provide us with 2 food and 1 fur, though, so we'll have lots of food perish this turn, I guess. And the 1 fur will be good. It says if you don't have the cure, you get 2 wounds as well. That's really gonna hurt us. Wow, what a turn of events. Is that gonna kill Senior Friday? Holy moly. That's going to kill Friday. Do I lose if Friday dies? I got to check that. Let me think about that. Okay, it says if Friday dies, we can still win, but because of the puma, he's going to beat the puma. That's not a problem because we can use, we have one already, we can use 3 for our gun, our pistol, and that'll empty out the pistol, and then we can use another one, the one we have in reserve here, for 3 more and essentially guarantee that we kill the puma, which is going to give us 2 food and a fur, but the problem is that it does kill because of the extra effect of it, of the puma, which is, unless we have the cure, we take 2 extra wounds. That's going to put him at 0 and basically kill Friday. So Friday is dead. And I looked in there and it says that we can in fact win with Friday dead. I was really hoping for those extra actions. Anyway, I put the fur and food up in our space there, and now we're going to go to our night phase, which I am not going to be in camp for. So, well, first our weather phase. We're going to have to roll the beast dice, where if we're unlucky, the beast will kill Jenny, since she's the only one in camp. But let's see what happens next. Okay, so not spending the night at camp is actually a pretty bad thing. I did not gather any food or anything this turn. Well, actually, it says that he takes anything he has stays with him until he comes back to camp. What I got from this token was food. So I have to assume that I can spend that. It's a bit of a waste because it's worth 2 food. But it does, it does count. And when I read the night phase thing, it says that anything that you have, you keep with you until you get back to camp the next night, and you have to eat if you had any food. Well, I did. So I'm going to assume that I can discard this and not take the wounds. I will take 1 wound, however, for being exposed to the elements because I'm outside the camp. Let me see if there's something I can do from the Explorer in that regards. No. Do not discard 2. I could have not. No. No. So I'm going to take 1 more wound. Okay. That's not too bad. That's the worst case scenario, and I did lose that food that I had gained from that action card, but from the action I took, which was an exploration action, that gave me this tile. Yeah. Okay. I'm okay. That's good. And then next turn I'm going to get to draw another one. All right. So that is, okay, also on the night phase, Jenny has to eat. So let's go back to our resources here. There's 3 food in the camp. There's only 1 of me to eat, but the other 2 food are perishable, so all 3 of them are going to go away. Now that we have, of course, we're not going to collect food next turn. Luckily, I have that 2 food token that's still in there that we haven't used yet. Yeah, and not too terribly bad. But anyway, that's going to end our night phase. Actually, we didn't do our weather phase. Let me go back and do that. I apologize. So we have to roll our die for the weather phase. What we roll is Beast Strength 3. I think we just lost the game, guys. So we had our good man Friday die, and we have a Strength 3. I don't have a weapon left. I have 1. So that means 2 wounds to Jenny. Actually, she's going to be 1 away from death. So let me show you. She had 3. This is where she's going to end up after this turn. So she was attacked by a beast of 3. She was able to offset that by 1. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Anyway, that is going to end our turn. And let me just double check things, make sure I got everything okay. Okay, so yeah, we almost lost Jenny. And the next turn we're not going to gather anything. So no wood. We have 3 furs. We're going to be 2 turns away from the end of the game. I think we're going to lose. Because we still need to build the lifeboat. We have everything we need except for we need 3 more wood and 3 more furs. I don't know how. We don't have any beasts, so I don't know how we're going to get those furs. There's nothing that allows us to get those unless we get some kind of special event, or I don't know, guys. It's pretty rough. Anyway, I'll have to think about that. But that's going to end our turn. So here's where we're at. We have our island mostly explored. We did rescue Jenny, but I don't. We had Friday die on us. Jenny's close to death. I'm hurting. It's just not a good sign for us poor kids here. Anyway, next turn we'll see what we can do. I might spend some tokens to get some good exploration, see if we can find some beasts and attack those beasts if possible. We still have the dog who can help us fight, but we don't have enough weapons. It just gets better every day. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching, and let's see if we can win. Now, I'm going to tell you, I probably don't play as effectively when I'm trying to film and do all that either, but this is a hard game to win even when you're totally focused. So, not that that makes it any less enjoyable, but I just wanted to make that point. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.